Ladies and gentlemen, there was a recent Gallup poll done, and less than half of Americans feel satisfied with their lives. Mm. So, less than half of Americans say they feel very satisfied with their lives in its current state of their personal lives, according to the latest Mood of the Country Gallup poll. The survey between January 2nd through the 22nd and released on Thursday shows only 47% of US adults are highly content with their daily lives, down from 50% this time last year. While the current measure nearly eclipsed the all time low, this year's lower trend is just one tick higher than the record low of 46% in 2011. It marked the third time in more than 2 decades that less than half of the Americans expressed satisfaction with the way things are going. In the poll, most Americans expressed some level of satisfaction with their lives, but only certain demographic groups reported feeling very satisfied. Let me just take a guess. This includes individuals with annual household incomes exceeding $100,000, married couples, churchgoers, college graduates, and people above the age of 55. The poll also found that many Americans harbor an overall negative outlook on the nation's economic and poor consumer confidence. Uh huh. Participants were asked in general, are you satisfied or dissatisfied with the way things are going in your personal life at this time? For either answer, subjects were given the option to say if they felt very or just somewhat satisfied or dissatisfied. The poll found that 31% of Americans are somewhat satisfied and 11% are somewhat dissatisfied, and 9% are very dissatisfied. Historically, Americans have reported lower personal satisfaction during periods of economic instability, like in 2011, following the economic recession, while a reading of 47% satisfaction was also recorded in December 2008 amid a global economic crisis. And I really think we are in one now, but because it's an election year, nobody's going to admit it, and I think we've been in it for some time. People are very dissatisfied because now their incomes are not covering everything like it used to. I read things online like people were saying that, their rent has gone up so much that once they pay their rent, they really don't have much to even pay other bills and buy food like they used to. They used to be able to do that, but they can't do that anymore. And there's a lot of people that are not getting pay increases that matches the cost of living. So it's a lot of things, and you also have everything going on in the country politically that's really making a lot of people angry. So I'm not surprised that less than half are saying they are satisfied with their lives, you know, and the majority are saying otherwise. And I think the politicians have a lot to do with this, the state that the country is in. And people nowadays, especially when you look online at what people are talking about, they feel like they're not being heard or the politicians are not listening to them at all. And that is another factor that people feel is wrong with the country. And then you got to top that off with all of the inflation. And inflation has been a huge issue in this nation. And it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I really think most of 2024, you're going to be paying these high prices. Where I really noticed it was in the food prices, where when you go to the supermarket, man, your dollar don't go too far anymore. And Biden said that this inflation was here to stay, and I believe that. Now, yeah, do I think they're going to pull some slick mess? Of course I do. I think as we get closer to election time, they're going to suddenly drop the prices because they're trying to get Joe Biden reelected. And then after the election is over, I think the prices are going to skyrocket again. It's the old political trick that we've seen before. And I really think they're going to try to pull that. You're going to see things suddenly improving as we get closer and closer to November. So, y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this video. Everything is driven by politics, and, they're spending a fortune on wars and spending a fortune on migrants coming into the country, this illegal immigration. And yeah, they're going to turn around and hit you with higher taxes for all of this stuff. But please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.